Let's see, what is Professor Hampton's name in the menu here? Drinking wine! How could Professor Toad be translated as drinking wine? This makes no sense! This makes no sense! This makes no sense! Drinking wine! Are you serious? This is what happens when you put text through enough languages in Google Translate. Mario becomes Mary, Olivia becomes Bolivia, Party becomes Head, Bibliofolds becomes Bible Books, and Professor Toad becomes drinking wine. What an amazing translation. Oh my goodness. I love you. How are you doing? Great line from Professor Hampton right there. Mario, I understand. Villa Ajishima. In this study, this is called a serious error. Probably a factor as to why they're doing so poorly. So, with your help, you can find a hole here. Well, I know that there's a hole in the back of Megan. That's what we learned in the last episode. Sit where you want to change your mind. Alright, let's sit here. They were there. Ah, you know what I mean. I'm a boyfriend. Okay, so we're learning a bit more about Professor Hampton right now. Professor Hampton is a boyfriend. Although there is no prosperity, I can dig in wet soil like gravel or sand. I want to go. Are you careful not to go blind? You honestly want to be careful not to go blind. Yeah, great advice from this boyfriend right here. Be careful to not go blind. Finding my face is a real achievement. Looking at my feet. What a great hint. This is important. Not that you are smarter than you think you should be. I wrote an introduction in my own language. You can... Professor Toad has his own language. He has his own language. Like, you can see it at any time by clicking the view button. Like, is it even going to be useful to us if it's in his own language? Do I need to hide behind? Yes, you do. Finding my face is a real achievement. Looking at my feet. Okay. And we don't have this yet. Let's get the thing to put in here and let's see what happens. Okay, let's dig here. I think there's an item to get here. I love you! Wow! Axe husband. Monkey. This dialogue. I love you, axe husband, monkey. Like, what? Well, he is very old, but I want to follow you. Well, if you want to follow me on Twitch, you can head on over right now to twitch.tv/ZXMany. We are live right now as this is being filmed. You can give me a follow to see crazy stuff like this live. Alright, let's see what this item is. Diamonds. Alright. Side planets are formed. Are side planets moons? We can put in diamonds. Side planets are formed. Oh, this is a good approximation. Very good. It approximately fits. Alright. It simply came to our attention then. Yes, we are made aware of this. What does this add to this beautiful white show? Oh, something's happening here. Something's happening. Oh, it looks like this annoying boy is turning. Oh, wait, no, but this one was called a prisoner. In a past episode, Olivia saw that tower and she said that this is a prisoner. Looks like the prisoner is shooting a light beam over here towards the buried Temple of Shrooms. Oh, everyone fell down from that shaking? What does Bolivia have to say about this? Does everything vibrate? Why are we all depressed? Hasn't that happened yet? Oh, we're all depressed here. That's sad. Look at the naked man! Is he any different now? When we saw one of these statues, we were first told, this is a prisoner. Then we were told, this is an annoying boy. And now we are told, look at the naked man. Is he any different? I wonder what the original dialogue was to make it translate into this. Maybe he wants to see something else. Maybe. Maybe he doesn't want to see a naked man. Maybe he wants to see something else. It's possible. The car's fuel capacity is great. That's amazing. Okay, chat, left or right? What way should we go first? What are teachers' desks and chairs? Great question, Olivia. Dark and scary, but smart. Great answer! What are teachers' desks and chairs? Dark and scary, but smart. And here we go. Secum poco. They can. That is a good translation. That is very similar to what this text was originally. How can you claim to be me? What? You have to do your best. I'm not claiming to be you, Toad. What if we dig here? Anything nice here? They were there. Like gold. We have had some crazy stuff happen here so far. Looking up at another naked man. What does he have to say? Not worth it. Sex? You see? You see, guys? You see? Like, what is this episode? What is this episode? What is Google Translate trying to give us here? What is this, guys? Guys. What is this? Why? Bruh. What is this episode? Why are we getting dialogue like this? What kind of text are we getting from Google Translate? I'm wondering what other lines we're going to get when we go up to these Toad statues. Like, how do you even get that question? Let's try to use the fire elemental here. I can't do anything, Maria. Well, that's too bad. Okay, and we can't read this because this is broken, so let's fill it in and then we can read it. Alright, let's read this. There are 2 showers there. What a great hint. I added a translation to the article. You can click read at any time to read it. Yeah, that's the hint about the twin cacti. Exactly, Epic T. It's normally supposed to say beneath the feet of twins entwined in needles. There you'll find, or something like that. So it's supposed to be if you dig around here. And what if we dig here? Bird! Oh my god, it's a bird! He's right! Opium makeup. Protected by 2 triangular cats. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Protected by 2 triangular cats. I can't imagine a triangular cat. Oh my god, the cactuses are triangular cats! That's what it's supposed to be. How did 2 cacti or cactuses? I think cacti. Get translated as protected by 2 triangular cats. That's beautiful. Let's save these toads here. I want to be arrested! What? I was looking at chat for a second and then I saw the toad say, I want to be arrested. Why? Are you tired? The first one was the best. Your hands are free! The first toad was the best. Let's see this one. Do we all know that our hair has long hair? I didn't know that our hair has long hair. Let's put this in here. Choose a theme. Let's put in our opium makeup that is protected by 2 triangular cats. Oh, nothing happens. I don't know how the lamp turns on when it's turned off. Well, neither do I. Huh. Every scent I hear has a peculiar scent. Stay away from trees. Guys, stay very far away from trees. You want to steer clear of trees. You do not want to get close to trees. Listen to Bolivia's advice. Sometimes you might think it's a tree, but it'll really turn out to be a triangular cat. Like these 2 triangular cats right here. You want to stay away from trees and triangular cats. My goodness. Oh, I thought I'd be able to break that. This looks like a wall that you'd be able to break by just driving into. When I drove into this, I'm like, bruh. It's funny that I don't have a single Pokemon video on my YouTube channel, but I've always had this Pokemon background behind me. I think that's kind of funny. Okay, let's dig here. I love you! It's a square. Alright, let's see what this square is going to be called. Website decoration. Found a hill in the desert. If there are any web developers in chat, and you need to spruce up a project that you're working on, here you go. Website decoration. Just include this. Just put a green square onto a website, and all of a sudden, your clients will be so happy with it. Oh, and now we'll be able to read this. Let's read this then, because now that we have Professor Toad, we'll be able to read this. Let's see. Oh, teacher! This may be the end of the yellow mark. I know it's going deeper, but I cannot go in, and I cannot cut. Very good. Professor Hampton is just like, he listened to what Bolivia just said. He's like, very good. This is very good. Very good of you to say. Early in the morning, he was buried overnight in a desert temple. I'm trying to make sense of when he was buried. Early in the morning, he was buried overnight in a desert temple. Cholera! No beach access information available. Bolivia's like, man, we can't even go to a beach right now. When we first got here, when we first got to the desert, the first toad that we met told us, welcome to the warm beaches of agony. Oh my god, let it be the symbol of the temple of the tabernacle. Well, nobody realized that we were working hard on this spoon. Yeah, we're working really hard on this spoon. Can you play on the sand in the ruins? It's hot! It seems that there's no sand on the beds or on the ground. You're in a desert. Of course there is sand on the ground. When we go up to the temple to take other players away, we can ask ourselves why. So there's now multiplayer in Paper Mario the Origami King. Do nothing without investigation. This is just like great life advice. Do you want to go back to the hotel and see the wall? Yes, let's go look at the wall at the hotel. That's great advice. Yes, it's hot. Was he here before? Well, he was buried here overnight. Show me the type of lamp. Smell the real city hotel and enjoy the wild nature for free. Okay, let's go smell the city. No, we are not hungry. Of course we are hungry. And I think this guy will let me through if I talk to him now. Let's talk to him. The day after tomorrow, Grape Leader, visitors can use this special door to store files for rabbits from the West Sago Beach. Well, let's go store some files for rabbits in the West Sago Beach. Whenever I see the name of a location like West Sago Beach or like Onahunga Port or something, in an earlier episode we were told like, you are sentenced to death in Porto Onahunga. Whenever something like that happens, I always look up if that's an actual real location. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, so it's pretty funny. Oh, little desert, always good. There's a small hole in the back of Megan. Yeah, so this was the line from the last episode. Such a good line! Like, how could Google Translate come up with something like this? Google Translate is beautiful. Google Translate is an art. This is just beautiful. This is beautiful. The absurdity of this and the multitude of ways in which this line could be interpreted. This just makes Google translated game dialogue incredible. Is that sometimes you can have something that is so absurd, sometimes you can have something that is close to the original intended meaning, sometimes you can have something that is the complete opposite, and the fact that it is a variable reward is what just constantly keeps me coming back for more, because this is always so fresh, and you never know what to expect with Google translated dialogue. This is beautiful. That's the best way to put it. This is beautiful and brilliant. I love Google Translate. This should be in a museum, exactly. That is how Professor Toad was translated as. Drinking wine. This is... just how? How? I love it. Let's hope we meet again. Yes, indeed, let's hope we meet again. Many tourists say they are a good guide. It's weird that a tourist is saying that they are a guide. Usually they'd want a tour guide, not say that they are a guide. It has to do with the ancient spirit. I love water. That's how we started the last episode. This one we've probably spoken to. The new driver has nothing to do with the highway. The snippet just sounds very, very upset about something, but we don't know the context of it. Can we read this? Statutory Report 1. A jealous king. The master's thesis in biology starts in the desert. Shoutouts to people who get their master's thesis in biology. Getting a master's degree is a lot of work. Shoutouts to people who get master's degrees. Let's get a chest here. New mother. Oh my god. What is this item normally called? Like ring training machine? This... just how? How and why? This is normally called the ringer. Okay. let's talk to this shy guy bouncing on the bed. Does he have anything to say? Not pat tapua planche. Bro. Okay, let's read this. Baba Kuta Quorum Part 2. Business and lots of money. Use soap. One hunger. Oh my goodness, everybody, look at this last word right here. Was Bobby the one who was sentenced to death in Porto Onehunga? Or did he say that Bolivia was sentenced to death in Porto Onehunga? Because I looked up Onehunga before. I looked up Porto Onehunga, and something around New Zealand popped up. I don't know if this is how it's normally spelled. Yeah, use soap. I didn't even realize how funny use soap was, because I was just so focused on Onehunga here. Okay, we're in the professor's room. That is why we are human. It is difficult to give birth. You think you're beautiful. Is Professor Toad speaking from experience when he says it's difficult to give birth? Nice hotel on the second floor of the hotel. It's like, oh my god, you guys know the old exhibit meme where it's like, yo dog, I heard you liked hotels, so I put a hotel on the second floor of your hotel. Here's my opinion. It's in the church directory, so he wants to read it with other people. It's like Professor Toad's trying to justify what he wrote down in his diary here. Alright, let's read this wall. Corom City Chronicle, Chapter 2. Taking advantage of the family pension. Do a special business. This just sounds evil. Taking advantage of the family pension? My goodness. What kind of stuff were the ancient ones writing on these walls here? Today, it's pretty quiet. Do you know all the elders? I don't know all the elders. Oh, this toad! I mean, this sniffet is normally... This sniffet is normally... like, the neighbor to Professor Toad. And Professor Toad is on the other side of this wall, and he constantly talks about ancient ones. So that's why this snippet right now is saying, do you know all the elders? That's where that comes from. Showroom City. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Shroom City wasn't translated as Showroom City. It kind of makes sense that Shroom City is translated as Showroom City. Okay, Showroom City Chronicle, Chapter 2. King forever. He rested on a mushroom farm. Thank you so much for joining me on this Google Translated Paper Mario The Origami King journey. If this is your first episode, or if you've missed any of the past episodes, I have a playlist of every single episode so far, and if you're watching this live right now at the YouTube premiere, we are going to be filming the next episode of Google Translated Paper Mario The Origami King live right now on Twitch. You're welcome to click the link in the video description if you'd like to see the next episode live right now before it is released on YouTube next week. Episodes normally come out on Saturdays at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. So again, thank you so much for watching, wishing all of you a fantastic day, and take care, everybody.